Now, can we see the list of the illnesses that have come up? These are the symptoms. This is the symptom. Anxiety, helplessness, pain, impatience, irritation, anger, guilt, fear, worry, hatred, insecurity. Attachment also. Communication gap. Hanji? Over welfare. I'm hearing this word for the first time. Matlab thinking too much for the family. Even welfare and access will have a problem. It's actually not over welfare. It is no more welfare, it is worry. If I'm thinking good for somebody, it will never create a discomfort. These are all emotions which is going to create an uneasy feeling. If I am caring for someone, if I'm concerned for someone, it will not create a discomfort. But in the name of care, if I start creating another kind of thought, इसका क्या होगा? मेरे बच्चे का क्या होगा? So we think it's care, but it's actually worry. So now what we have to do, we have to be able to differentiate which thought is going to be comfortable and which thought is going to give aches and pains. So welfare is good. Worrying is not good. But we tell our children, I love you, so I worry for you. And the children will turn back and say, Mummy, please don't worry so much. You'll say, how can I not worry? I love you. So we connected love with worry. Love is a pure emotion. Worry is an uncomfortable emotion. So never connect the two. It's like connecting a low frequency and a high frequency. No, one is a low frequency and the other is a very high frequency. But we have jumbled up all these words. We have jumbled up lots of words because what emotion we were experiencing more, we started calling that emotion as normal. Let's say I have a headache often. And then let's say it starts happening once every day. And then let's say it starts happening for a few hours every day. And then let's say it's there most of the part of every day. Then imagining my life without the headache will become difficult. And then if somebody says, oh, you're not well, you have a headache, you'll say, nahi, nahi, ye to normal hai, ye to chalta hai. Because I adapt myself to living with that pain. We have adapted ourselves to living with pain. Just by giving a label to it, that this is normal. All these emotions that came out, haven't we labeled them as normal? वो दरवाज़ा बंद करेंगे please? Last वाला, there's a glare of that window from there. इधर. We don't need to turn. This is where we lose our power. Haven't we labeled most of these emotions as normal? Normal. When I call an uncomfortable emotion as normal, then I do nothing to heal it. Because I say this is normal. Even people around me say this is normal. Some people might even say this is necessary. If you tell someone, I have stopped worrying from today, they'll say, na, uske bina nahi chalega. Chinta to karni hai. So why will they say that? Because they live with that pain most of the time. So we have to be very careful what advice we get from people and what people call as normal. We will have to start creating our own definition of normal. Now, If this is discomfort, now let's make a list of what is comfortable. Now let's look at all the opposites of that which are comfortable. Guilt, replace with? Guilt, replace with? Guilt, I've made a mistake. I've done something wrong. I have done. Forgive to you will forgive. Guilt is me about my mistake. I have accepted it, but I'm guilty, no, that I caused you pain. You have forgiven me. I am not being able to forgive myself. Replace with? Apologize. See, guilt, which means every thought is self-criticism. Why did I do this? Why do I only do it? Why did I make a mistake? I caused a pain. So every thought is hitting myself. And the more I keep on hitting myself, the more my spiritual power will reduce, the more my chances of making a mistake will increase. Guilt means I made a mistake, but then a determination that I'm not going to do it again. So for me to not do it again, I should not create a single negative thought about what I've already done, which means I will not waste any more battery. Just one thought. What happened was not right. It's over, and I promise it will never happen again to myself. Full stop, battery saved. Battery saved. Also cannot keep apologizing to the other person again and again and again, because the other person is going to take their time to stop their battery from discharging. So some people will be happy with one apology, some people will need. So we don't get sucked into that game. Every day go and apologize to them, and they will say, no, you still not realized it. Why? Because they are still in pain. Each sorry does not mean I keep saying sorry. Sorry just means that I make sure that I never ever do it again. By us apologizing again and again and again, the other person is also going to get negative vibration only, because again and again we are going down like a victim. Me, bichara, me. No. Healing will not happen by saying sorry again and again. There is somebody I know who went through a surgery and something went wrong in the surgery. And because something went wrong in the surgery, that person's not got up from the wheelchair after that. It's been 2-3 years. And still there are no chances also as of now. Guilt of the doctor. Guilt of the doctor, hurt of the patient. Both are sending each other negative energy. Now, we have to request the doctor, please stop sending any more negative energy. We have enough to handle of our own. It's happened just by creating more and more negative. It's not going to heal. It will stop healing. What is needed for healing now? What's needed for healing now? A lot of pure energy. We need to create a physical illness miracle. So for that, the emotional energy around has to be very high. So one, whole family has to stop blaming that doctor. Second, doctor has to stop feeling guilty. And third, the patient has to stop feeling bad. Why did this happen to me? That's when healing will begin. But we keep thinking only about what has already happened. We have to focus on We have to focus on what has to be done now. So guilt is extremely damaging. I've hit myself. Now I need to heal myself. To heal myself, I cannot afford even one more negative thought, because first I made the mistake of hitting myself. Now by creating guilt, I'm hitting myself even more. So guilt replaced with realization and determination that never again. How many thoughts will that take? How many thoughts will that take? Determination that never again. How many thoughts will that take? One thought. Guilt, how many thoughts does that take? And sometimes we can hold guilt for years. The actual mistake doesn't create so much damage, how much the guilt creates damage. So just by not creating a single wrong thought also, you have already started healing the person whom you feel your behavior had hurt. Focus on the healing.